What is religion? Welcome back to the High Notes channel, where I'm spouting a whole bunch of nonsense. So take everything with a pinch of salt. But today I want to talk about religion, what it means to you, or to me, whatever, to yourself, and what is it? What is religion? And religion, now I'm thinking about, I gotta search up the definition because I'm gonna skew this 100%, but I don't give a shit. Religion is basically just an identity that people stick with to believe in a God that they worship, which is ridiculous. Religion is just a cultural idea that people cling to, and people want to think as God as something outside of themselves. And I guess I really just been having this question like in my head the past couple of days. Like I gotta get back on this bullshit, make some stupid fucking videos, and just do something, because I'm gonna fucking get shipped off soon, so I gotta make these videos. Anyways, and I've just been stuck on this question of what is religion, but I guess maybe the better question would be, what is God? And what is God for you? What is God for the individual? And religion is just a way for a group of people to worship one idea of what a god or gods are. I don't know why I put that plural. I don't know if they're... I don't believe there's multiple gods. I think there's just one universal truth. That's where I'm coming from. But for the original question, religion, it's interesting. It's interesting because I believe it really is just a group idea for something that most people have been questioning since the beginning of fucking the Enlightenment era, back in like what, fucking before the death of God, the timeline or whatever. I don't fucking know what year that'd be, like just a couple thousand years ago. Anyways, and it's like people have been just questioning, and it's really just not about everybody as a whole, but as an individual. And what does one person mean to God? What does one person mean to really everything in general when it just comes to yourself? How do you define what that could mean when it can vary from person to person and be a multitude of different relationships people might have with this God, when in actuality I believe it's more of the relationship you have with yourself. And I'm just gonna do this in one take because I really can't be bothered with editing. Fuck do I care about editing a video that just 2 people in this world are gonna see. So it's really like, I'm doing this for myself. I gotta put that out there. I can't make some dumb ideas that this is gonna do something, because it's really not. I gotta stay on my track and not get sidetracked in this whatever spouting of nonsense, basically. But back to the topic. It's like this idea of, I didn't phrase that right. Maybe the relationship someone might have with the universe or whatever, because I leave everything open to interpretation. I only want to see the facts or the real things that you can kind of grasp, and maybe I'm a fool for doing that because it's impossible. But it's like I hear a lot of just God is a man in the sky. it's a person, or maybe not a person, but like an individual or something. And that makes no sense to me. Because why would it be a man? Why would it be a woman? Why would it be a person? Why would it not be a collective, an idea or a construct, or just a happenstance? I don't even know if that's the right word or whatever, but I hope you guys get the point. It's not anything, but it is everything. And it's just, I don't know. And with religion, it's just this fascination of what we call a higher being, and what this higher being might call upon us to be, so we can be more like it. But that is ridiculous, because wouldn't that just be really people's ideas of what is true and correct and okay in this world, and we all lead ourselves to follow what the people at the top of this religion or whatever fucking say? And we have these gatekeepers of what is good and not good, and what is a sin or not a sin. I come from a Christian background. I mean, due to life circumstances, I've never really preached or been preached to, or religion wasn't very strong, but my parents are very much Christian in the idea. And I don't know if you guys can hear that, but whatever. And it's why do we follow this idea? And I was thinking that it's just this, man, I want to say a bunch of words, but I'm like, I don't even know the definition of the word. So I'm like, I don't want to say that. But anyways, it's definitely more about the individuals, idea of what can be good and not be good, for what is justified through one's own means. But you can justify anything in doing any kind of behavior, right? And I don't know, or rather, I can't know. I feel like it's more of just to trust one's own intuition of what could be the right thing for oneself, for what is your life experiences, every life lesson that you may or may not have picked up on, that the universe will, or whatever, will, like, in your life, and like the lessons that life will teach you. The only thing you can ever truly understand is the experiences of the memories of how has the world treated the people that you've seen. You can hear stories, and you can pray or whatever and hope that I'm a good person because someone else did this and this and this, and they were rewarded because they were such a fascinating person. Now we dive into this person's life, and what did they do, right? But it's more of like, how can the world treat this as fair when people as an individual, because every soul, every single person matters and should matter, because as I'm here in this situation, I could be anywhere else in someone else's situation. So just as my life matters, their life matters. Just as I think my soul is important, no matter what religion I preach or whatever, theirs is too, no matter how they believe or what they think is okay and not okay. Just as something can be justified in one's other culture that is vehemently opposed in ours, but we'll be like, you're going to hell because you did that. You're going to hell, which is ridiculous. What about the person over there? You know, And people will be like, they're going to hell too. That's ridiculous. How can they know what they're doing wrong when it's not wrong? So I just want to come back to this idea that religion is kind of stupid in the confines of group ideology or group think, and it's more about the single person's relationship with the world and how you see yourself and the kind of good you want to influence on the world and the kinds of things you'd like to see in others and in yourself, where we get told these lessons and we get told how to be a good person when do they really know what the good person is? If I can feel good about doing something, I feel good like I don't even know. I'm not that good of a person, honestly. I'm not nice in the right sense. I watch out for people, but I'm not gonna. I don't put up an act. I'm not gonna bullshit you, and I'm just gonna. I don't care, and it's not in my ability to care for you. You gotta care for yourself. And that kind of made me go with a different thought of mine that I've been thinking a lot, is your worth is connected to how much you think about yourself. And what kind of worth, how, not worthy, but your worth. What is your soul worth? And it's really just up to yourself. How much do you want to be worth? Doesn't matter. But if you think yourself better and worthy of whatever, well, you got to have the actions to support it, right? You got to be the person that is worthy of that attention or idea that you have in your head, maybe. And is definitely your worth is translated through your actions and how much you think. Other people can't define your worth. Only you can define the worth that you want to put out in the world, because you want to create or do something for other people and be this or this, that, and the third for influencing the world in other ways and becoming someone of a stature, maybe as a firefighter, as an example. And you bring your worth through that and what you do for other people. And because worth isn't connected through monetary or, whatever they fucking say, that, or you're connected to this earth, fucking earthly desires or whatever. I'm more of talking about the soul and the idea of how to have a good soul, I guess, and be someone. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just spouting this shit off. But it's definitely something to think about, and what your worth is to your family, to your friends, to everybody, if you want it. But just as if you want it, it's what you define. You define your worth. And I don't really have anyone to fucking bounce this bullshit back so I can hear it. So I'm kind of trying to think and get it out. But this is definitely something that I'm kind of stuck on. Because it's not of a matter of I'm going to follow this path that this religion teaches me is correct so I can get into heaven. It's more of, what am I going to do that makes my soul feel cleansed, feel good, and I feel a good force or influence of just positive, I don't want to say energy because that's but just a positive output on this fucking world. And you just do good things not because they're good to do, but or maybe because they are good to do, but not for the idea and other people can look at you as, oh my God, you did a great thing, you know? And it's like, you just do good because you want to be good, which is ridiculous, saying that out loud. But it's just the fascination of we must follow these sets that other people put on you. It's ridiculous. Who do you want to be in this world? What do you want to do? And what things can you set to yourself that'll be like, I will be good if I just try not to hurt people and their emotions, inflict pain on others, and just go out and be myself as best as I can, because that's all this world really is you just got to be the best version of yourself. And is the best version of yourself if you think hurting people? That doesn't seem right, you know? you can read stories, and all the stories seem like in all different ideas and authors that have different backgrounds and whatnot. All the stories combined is you have the hero who does the right thing, who goes forth in that blind pursuit of doing the right thing, regardless of the shit around him. And it's seemingly like that could be the truth. That it's to unknowingly hurt somebody is better than knowingly just hurting somebody. I mean, that's obvious, right? That's obvious, but I don't know. I don't know. This has been a question boggling my mind. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I gotta keep making more videos, that's for sure. I gotta keep doing this shit. Anyways, I don't have an outro, but suck my dick.